At some point in life, we all have moments where everything feels as though it's falling apart, right? Moments where the train, it feels like it's gone off the tracks. Things seem to be crashing and burning. It's as though life is just one big dumpster fire. Now, we all have these moments. And when you do, here's my question for you. Where do you find hope? I ask this because today you're invited to read chapter 23 of the book of Matthew. And there Jesus is speaking to the religious leaders as though everything they've done, everything they've committed their lives to, every way they practice their faith, Jesus speaks to them as though it's all a mess. It's all a train wreck. It's all one big disaster after another. From the beginning of chapter 23 to the very end of chapter 23, Jesus seems to be attacking the scribes and Pharisees. And it feels like this is sort of an adversarial rant. He points out the hypocrisy in their practice, their power, their position. Everything they do sort of seems to be going up in smoke. He first suggests that their problem isn't with their teaching, it is with what they do and what they fail to do. Jesus says they do not practice what they teach. He accuses the scribes and Pharisees that they are more interested in their appearance than in their performance. He says they do all their deeds to be seen by others. Jesus is relentless. They consider themselves to be superior to others, and they consistently pull rank, insisting on the best seats at banquets and at worship, and they love to swagger through the marketplace to be saluted and called by the title rabbi. And then he goes on to pronounce 7 woes, 7 more specific complaints against the scribes and Pharisees. Now, as I read this chapter, though those religious leaders, maybe they deserve what they've got coming to them, I can't help but put myself in the shoes of those scribes and Pharisees. I've had my share of days when, as hard as I try, I just can't get it right. As hard as I work, I can't get ahead. I'm a mess. I screw up. Nothing's going right. I can't keep it all together. Cracks form. Things start to crumble. And before you know it, my life feels like one of those sandcastles you build on the beach, and the wave comes and it's about to get flattened. I'm guessing you've been there too. In those moments, seems like that's where the scribes are. Where do you find hope? Take a look at the last verse of chapter 23. It says, "For I tell you, you will not see me again until you say, 'Blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord.'" What's Jesus saying? He's saying, Pharisees and scribes, there is hope. You have a God who ultimately will never abandon you. There is reason for hope. And if Jesus said this to his arch enemies, then the same must be true for you and for me. When you think your life is ruined, that everything is too far gone, there is always hope. When everything is a loss and God feels distant, there is reason for hope. When everything is crashing and burning, there is hope. God will ultimately never, ever, 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 ever abandon you. There is always reason for hope. So consider a couple of questions today. When was the last time life felt like it was falling apart for you? And when it happens again, the next time, how will you remember that God will never abandon you?